I gotta wait a minute. I gotta find what I was gonna talk about. What's up?
Professor Rosebud, I'm looking at your Real Talk with Rosebud, but I don't hear anything.
What?
Professor Rosebud, I'm looking at your Real Talk with Rosebud on YouTube, but I'm not hearing anything. Like I'm seeing you, but I'm not hearing you say anything.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that, bro.
Okay.
So I'm on. I mean, you can look at me on StreamYard. You can hear me on there.
Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you.
All right, bro.
All right.
Man, what's up?
What's happening? I don't know what the last caller was talking about. I hear you on YouTube and I hear you on the call, but I want to hear more about this king shit.
What you want to hear more about?
You said you are a king. I want to hear more about that. And I got a question for you as soon as it come back to my mind.
I gotta find. You guys gotta wait a second, cause I don't know, my computer shut off, and I gotta find what exactly I want to talk about today. But cause it's important. Shit, I wrote it last night. But I got you, Paul.
I'm gonna call back in.
You know it. God damn, man! I gotta find what the fuck I'm. This is really fucked up. Well, fuck it. Anything I talk about is gonna be cool, but I really had some fucking points that I want to make today, and I can't find the motherfucker. A lot of times, you know, the shit I be talking about, it goes, usually just fall on deaf ears. Motherfuckers can't hear me. Motherfuckers don't want to hear me. And they just be on the call if that's the case. I remember a show I did, and it was on commitment. And you ask people, man, do you know how to make a commitment? And they all will tell you yes. And then you ask them, well, how do you do it? And not one of them will be able to tell you how to make a commitment. They will tell you what they think, making a commitment is, and they'll say whatever. But there's only one way to make a commitment. And the way you make a commitment is to decide on what you want to do. You decide on how you're going to do it. And then you fucking do it to the best of your ability. That's how you make a commitment. But on that particular show, I talked about the lion, king of beasts. And I gave some seriously strong life advice, and a lot of you motherfuckers didn't really get it. So I'm going to start off with that little story. And what you guys got to understand, when I do say or tell these stories, it could be about a lion, it could be about a giraffe, it could be about a dude, it could be about a car. What I'm saying is you got to be able to put yourself as the actual subject matter, and you got to apply the points in this story to your life. You can't just listen to some shit I'm saying and hear what I'm saying about the lion. You got to hear what I'm saying about the lion, and you also have to apply it to your life. Or try to apply it to your life. I mean, if you wise and you up on this game I be spitting, you've already heard what I was saying. But every so often, one of these dudes who are paying attention says something I just, gotta respond to. This motherfucker been kicking it with me and a few other motherfuckers that I know of, to be honest. And he came up with this comment on Iceberg Slim book, Pimp. He said, anyone who read the book understood that Sweat Jones was the real pimp. Iceberg was mispimping all through the whole story. But young niggas take that misguided stories as laws. Hitting on bitches is bad, using drugs is bad, and a whole list of other mispimping that went on in that book. Now, I ain't gonna co-sign everything this fool's saying, but the main points that he made, I'm going with it, because all I gotta say is a giant salute goes to dude for recognizing the real deal. Because a lot of motherfuckers that read Iceberg Slim's book, they just read the highlights, the glamour. They didn't really read the book and see what the game was about. They just noticed the highlights, the glamour, or whatever his successes were. See, a lot of motherfuckers are satisfied with only a few pieces of the puzzle. Now, these motherfuckers today, I mean, the majority of them couldn't recognize shit from sugar. Because both words begin with the letter S. The dudes who get my course, or the dudes who actually sign up to Sidewalk University, they can readily hear all the nuggets I'll be dropping in these very videos you listen to and don't get shit from. And now they apply everything they hear to their fucking lives. They know to catch as many videos as they possibly can because the topics I speak on are many. And I need to cover most of the information covertly. Because I don't want to give away, what motherfuckers didn't paid for. Sooner or later, you guys are going to realize my course and SWU are your motherfucking strongest allies. That's right. I got something you new wave motherfuckers should think about. Instead of trying to reinvent the pimping, why don't you try to reinvent the wheel? It would seem to me the wheel has been around throughout the ages and haven't really been changed. So instead of you motherfuckers trying to change this game around, why don't you try to make wheels different? I bet you'd have an easier time getting people to agree with a triangle wheel than that bullshit you call pimping today. So, motherfucker I've been talking with called and asked if I could loan him $50. I mean, I ain't got no whole bunch of money. But when a friend, is in need, I know one to call indeed. We started kicking and he told me a couple of problems he was going through. Now, it wasn't no big deal. It wasn't nothing big about this. He may have just needed the dough. I don't know. But I told him, all right, man, meet me. What's up, caller?
Hey, bud.
What's happening?
Hello?
Yeah, what's happening?
Damn, I can't hear you now.
You can't hear me?
I'm going to call back in if I can. Hold on.
Man, I can't believe this fucking shit. What was I saying? Oh. Motherfucker I've been talking to called me, asked if he could get $50. And like I was saying, I ain't got no whole bunch of money, but if a motherfucker in need, I'm the nigga to call. Especially if you my partner. So, we started kicking, and the nigga told me about a couple of problems he was going through. Now, it wasn't no big deal, but, he may have needed the little $50. I told him, all right, and to meet me. That fool told me, me and my hoe got the car, and when she get back, I'll call you. Well, right here is where the buck stops. I don't feel I should go out of my way to assist any man who has a woman. She's physically fit, no injuries, and he can send her to work to get some dough. If it was, it is a while before, the motherfucker did call back. But when he called back, he told me that his woman was going to bring his car back in like 30 or whatever minutes. And I thought he was going to say never mind because, his broad in the car that he got. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got all kind of reasons he shouldn't be asking me for shit. But he asked, where should I meet him? And I told him, man, you niggas kill me. The only time a pimp needs a jug is when he's holeless. And if you have a hoe and you borrow money, you need to put on some hot pants and stand out there with your dump truck bitch. Paul, that's you?
Man, I know you talking to me and I can't hear you.
Well, man, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. You called a minute ago and I heard you, so I don't know what's happening. Whatever you did a minute ago when you called, that's what you should be doing now. The only time a nigga, supposed to need a jug is when he holeless. If you borrowing money and you got a hoe, you need to put on some hot pants with your motherfucking hoe and go stand out there on the blade and get you some money. Because what I'm saying is this. If you got a bitch that's driving your car and you need to borrow whatever, you got a dump truck bitch. And you must be a dump truck owner. That bitch can continue to be a zero and you can continue to be a garbage collector. Because no nigga with a hoe should be asking another man for shit. Now, I asked the question, when is a lion not a lion? Long as you try to explain when he's not, you're going to be wrong. Because no matter how much sense you make, you're going to be wrong. You need to accept from birth, a lion is bred to be a lion, king of beasts. Now, that's going to that wall in front of your motherfucking ass that's keeping you from seeing what I'm saying is your lack of vision. Get that wall in front of you, get it out the way, and you'll be able to see. It's because what I'm saying is I try my best to do things to help you motherfuckers get to where you want to be. Now, the object of getting laced is to have knowledge that's going to allow you to move and shake with the in crowd. See, that's where the winners, that's where the motherfucking winners that's where they are. They, with the in crowd. See, I went back to being picky about the students I teach. I'm picky when it comes to women. I'm picky when it comes to my friends. So shit, man, it dawned on me, I better be picky about these students I choose. And I'm that way because I want to win. I'm starting to believe I'll be picking and choosing for the rest of my life. Or am I so silly that I believe I can miraculously get lazy? I could get a lazy, scary motherfucking dude to think he could be a man. Any fucking way. Lions are and will always be king of beasts. Individuals will not have any, authority when they're young. But as they mature, they're committing to being king. They're committing to be king of beasts. And later in life, if they do what they're supposed to, they're going to get a pride and rule that pride until he ages to the point he surrenders his reign. You got to critically think about the things I be saying. A lion is always a lion. Even in captivity, they're still lions. They kept semi-drugged and they're kept fed. They're kept full. But them motherfuckers are still wild. As long as he's kept full and semi-sedated, he can be handled by the zookeepers. But if that goddamn lion got hungry and he wasn't fed, he's going to find some goddamn food. Paul, what's up?
Bud, my brother, it's Ryan, man. How you doing?
Okay, I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing spectacular, my brother. Hey, bud, I was watching one of your old videos and it inspired a question.
What's up?
So I want to know what you think about it. So I was watching one of the videos and it was talking about women using the word bitch, right? Like they're asking why you always call women bitches, blah, blah, blah. And you said, well, women call each other bitches and they use it as a term of endearment and they also use it as an insult, right?
Yeah.
I was curious how you felt about when people that are not black use the word nigga.
I ain't with that. I ain't with it. I ain't with no white boys using it. I ain't with no Indians using it. I ain't with it. I ain't gonna start no shit about it. But what I'm saying is I may or may not say nothing, depends on the environment. But what I'm saying is I ain't with damn motherfucking Peckerwood or any motherfucker saying nigga because they don't know what they saying. And as far as the word bitch, it's almost the same. Because when women say it, they do not mean what they think men mean when they say it.
So there is a correlation there, you would say.
Yeah. Not a correlation, but a relation.
Okay, cool. I'm going to keep listening, bud. I'm going to call back again later.
All right, brother. Be cool.
All right, you too, man.
Okay. So we going ahead. At least we know people can hear. See, lions know what they want. And when they want it, they go get it. Some motherfuckers don't, know what they want and miss it when it's right in their face. I know a woman I meet tonight. She's on her best behavior. And I'm probably on mine. But the thing is, my worst me is not much different than my best me. But there are differences. Women's best them usually is totally different than their worst them. They always have some kind of hidden thoughts about a motherfucker that don't come out until they see the worst you. And then the worst you brings out the worst them. Now, we're like a lion lazing around in the heat, waiting till we get hungry. Wait till we get hungry enough to even, want to go hunting. Although we got a pride. So once the motherfucker gets hungry, the only thing on his mind is eating. And as he does, whatever he do to get ready to eat, we should do. As men, we should go out with being kingly on our mind. That should be the only thing on your mind. You're a cub right now, and as cubs, you need to learn the ropes. You need to go out and shoot your shot every day. You may not get proper responses, but hell, you're only shooting at little turtles and different shit that you should catch, and you can't catch them. But when you learn to catch them, you ain't going to be trying to fuck with them too much longer. You're going to go to something else. You grow. You progress with every learning stage. You grow. Now, you got to understand, staying down is what makes it happen. Growing is consisting of you doing repetitive things to get the results you're looking for. And then at one point, when you get the results, you science on them enough to get the results again, then you go to the next level. Because what I'm saying is you may or may not get proper responses when you at whoever you at, but you got to stay on the same grind daily, practicing being the monster you're going to become. This, whatever you're doing right now, does not really make you a monster. Being willing to do this daily is what makes you a monster. Now you're going to see some progress you've made. And once you've made enough progress to try out some of the things you've learned, you're going to be headed towards your future. But just as the lion cub, you got to practice daily on being a raw dog. I mean, this has to do with you and your commitment to growing. In life, you're going to be faced with all kinds of adversarial situations. But just as the lion does, you should face each one of them motherfuckers as a king would, with no doubt in your mind. A lion cub won't make it to head of pride. Some of them end up beta lions, just as some of you guys end up beta men. Only the most committed lion or man will risk all to get what he thinks he has coming to him. You got to be as committed as that fucking lion cub. When you decide to become a real man, you got to be fully fucking committed to the entire time that you're fucking alive. And that's real. I'm being real. I'm being real with you motherfuckers. Damn, what's that? Alright, y'all ain't got no questions. That's good. I ain't mad at you. I done had a couple of calls. We've been kicking it. We gonna kick it some more. See, you gotta be as committed as a lion cub. When you decide to become a real man, you gotta be fully committed to the entire time you're alive, and you gotta learn quickly to trust your judgments. As the motherfucker you're trying to become, your job is to take care of business at all times. This means no more making statements you don't have any intentions on living up to. Your sense of self should be tied to your word as a man. Your word should be a positive reflection of your integrity. Women lie in wait to see a man stand his ground. And when you do, most of them don't recognize what's in front of them. That's when they acting ass, because they aren't used to being around a motherfucker who know what they want, know his value. When you see the worst them, they're horrendous, because they hide so much. That's why I'm bringing out the worst me almost immediately. I'm bringing it out in about 7 minutes. I don't have time to waste wondering who this goddamn bitch is. And you shouldn't waste your time trapping yourself in your thoughts. You gotta have something for that bitch to do to prove to you she's who she says she is. It's just wise to stay on your goddamn ABPs. And to be sure to always make sure that you... What's up, caller? Come on, caller. Oh, God damn it. Well, what I'm saying is this. As a man, you're becoming, your job is to take care of business at all times. I mean, this means no more making statements that you don't have any intentions on keeping or living up to. Your sense of self should be tied to your word as a man. Your word should be a positive reflection of your integrity. Women lie in wait to see a motherfucker stand his ground. And when they do, most of them recognize what's in front of them. Most of them don't even recognize what's in front of them. That's when they act an ass. Because they aren't used to being around a man who knows his value. When you see the worst them, they're horrendous because they hide so much. That's why I'm bringing out the worst me in about 7 minutes of meeting her. I don't have time to waste wondering who she is. You know, you shouldn't waste time trapping yourself in her thoughts either. I mean, I just know. It's just wise to stay on the ABPs and to be sure to always make sure what you say have meaning to what you believe. You just got to do it. And never make a promise you don't intend on keeping. You got to remember, your women watches your every move. So make sure your moves are manly, and breaking promises is for losers. Hey, so are you a trucker? Do you drive long ways? Whatever you do for income, if it's involving driving, the course has, been updated for you being a trucker. I've got this shit so well organized so you can drive your regular route wherever you at and stop wherever is convenient and use what I've taught or am teaching you right then. I'm telling you. If it involves whatever you do for a living, if it involves driving, the course has been, mobile for a while. And the truckers who bought it, they love it because being able to study the course on the road is dope. I mean, along with the course, you get the attention of being in the group, like the thinking truckers. Along with the course, you get the attention of being in the group of light thinking motherfuckers. Oh shit. And and without ever having to be anywhere except for where you headed, wherever you going. I know attention spans are shorter, so I have 16 30-minute MP4s with me instructing you like you're in class. And you get motivation and encouragement from my unique teaching style, which puts you in a street smart mentality. But you never need to be in the streets. You get it all in the safety of your fucking cab. Until you go out and do the exercises, which is where you're going to practice the new strategies. Practice makes perfect. And all you need to do is practice. All truckers and businessmen who go on road trips, I'm telling you, do I have good news? Switch your shit to SW off campuses course. I mean, it's complete. We already know the 5 levels of manhood, but now getting there, for those of you who stay on the road, is as simple as putting the MP3 in your deck. And I guess you say I could have done that all the time, but you couldn't have done it with the instructions how to make it work. Alright, listen, what I'm going to do now, I'm finna go. I got a class tonight and I got to prepare for my class. But you guys, let me tell you something. I'm loving your participation. Even though I ain't getting that many questions, I still love it.